So what I'm doing now is I'm going to Firebase Studio. You may not see that. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, no, you cannot see. Just try to type what I just say, or what I said rather. Firebase Studio. And then you get something like this. How many of us are here? Okay, one step. Why not? Yeah. Oh my god. Can we push it back? The noise is the noise I'm running for. I'm picking certain things here. Okay. Then you click on Try Firebase Studio or click on Get Started, anyone that works for you. And then it will prompt you to log in with your Gmail. Then I'm doing that. Who is not doing anything? Okay. If I sign in before you, you pay me for that. If I sign in before you, you may end up paying me for that. Who is here? Wow, that's nice. People are not raising hands here. What are we doing? One person. Touch your partner. Okay. All right, let's move on. So now we mentioned the idea of generative AI, LLMs, how they work, right? That will come with a prompt. So this is where we are coming to. Let me see if I can just reset this tab to default. So now, if you look at this look like the screenshots you've seen before, where I said you can create a workspace for your project, right? You can import your project from GitHub. You just have to put your GitHub URL here, or you have it on your local machine. You can upload the project by clicking on upload, right? So these are the things you can do. I think I can get rid of this guy. But then what we are doing here is that we are starting from scratch. And I mentioned the other time that we should build a system that can help us to analyze sentiments. Do we support that, or do you want to come up with any other idea that we should build together? Anybody? We should go for that, right? Okay, so we can come here to say, oh, let's build an AI-powered sentiment. Oh my God, you cannot see that. Let me try to zoom. Sentiment, what's the sentiment analysis system? So now, when we are creating prompt, I mentioned the idea of being specific, being giving context and all of that, right? So in this case, we may tell this particular system that, oh, we want you to use this particular framework. Say we want you to use Next.js, we want you to React, we want you to use only Python. You get? So give it to your system if you have language preference. But then I will be going verbose here, let it select, let it choose whatever thing you want to choose. But then we can say, oh, probably we want a dark theme. Give it a dark theme. Oh my God, what am I typing? Give a dark theme, right? If you have a specific things you want to add, you can be specific as possible, as much as possible rather. So this is the simplest prompt I'll be going with, and then we follow along and see how far we can prompt it to do better things. So I will click on prototype with AI, because you are building with AI, because you are built with AI, right? So I put in the prompt. How many of us have put prompts? Okay. They cannot hear me from the back, right? I don't want to use it, that's why. People from the back, can you hear me? All right. Yeah. Now, how many of us are on this page? How many people are here? Okay. I like the energy from that angle. That angle. Okay, so it's like you will be the people to eat my rice today. From the back, are we here? Okay, what we did is to go to Firebase Studio, we sign in, we put in our prompts, and then we are here. So I wish you best of luck to get us or meet us here. Okay, now, so this AI tool has went ahead to create something. We call its name send or send. Oh my God. Okay, so if you are not cool with the name, you can click on this button to put in the name you want. Say Ogbomoso sentiment analyzer or something like that. Okay, so this is the feature that the AI wants to build for us. It said it's coming with a test input. Test input provide a useful friend or user-friendly interface, powering it with an AI sentiment analysis, and then you get the sentiment displayed, and then you can get history of forever things that is being stored in a list. Okay, so this is the color that it's coming up with. If you're not cool with it, if you click on this button, you can edit all of this to suit what you want to build. Does that make sense to anybody? Okay, so this will be using Jenkins for us. Okay, so Jenkins is our AI interface built with Go, that anybody with Go and TypeScript, right? That you can use in your TypeScript environment to communicate with Gemini API and all of that. So that's what this guy wants to use for us. And then he said it will be building the UI with TypeScript, Next.js, Tailwind CSS. So if you specify in the other prompts that you don't want all this, it will take it up from there. If you don't want it from here, you can edit it and get what you want it to use. One last thing that I would like to add on this page is that those AI tools, they are non-deterministic. Okay, non-deterministic in the sense that if you put the same prompt I'm putting, you will not get exact thing I'm getting. That's just it. Your own may be better than my own, and mine may be better sometimes. They are working based on probability. Okay, so the same prompt for different people will not be the same answer. Okay, so that's how our lecturer used to mark our script that, oh, no way you guys should write the same thing except you. And they've forgotten that they gave us the same material to read. Okay, so that's enough. What I need to do now is to click on this, prototype this idea. I'm cool with what you come up with. I'm just vibing. I put prompts, and all I need to do is to be clicking prototype, continue, and then it's creating a full-fledged um, Next.js app for me. Is your own doing that? If your own is doing that, can I see your hand? Okay. Okay. So when you've been hearing vibe coding, right? This is where the vibes come in. You can now go out and hit and do stuff and leave it to continue doing the work that you want it to do for you. So when they say, oh, Firebase Studio is an agentic stuff, this is the point they are saying, oh, it's agentic. It's doing what you're supposed to be doing. That work, that code that you're supposed to be writing yourself, getting it up for us and writing it for us. Yeah, we can now discuss on the effect of this, why it's doing this for us. I think in February, I was in Microsoft office in Lagos, and the participant asked me that, oh, so you guys are teaching us how to use this tool. So if AI can do it, why do I need to learn how to do it too? We will see the effects now. I've tried this Firebase Studio like say 50 times or to 100 times, and like say 100 times, 90% of the time, I have to edit the code myself. I'll get some sort of error that is very simple to solve, but then if you don't have the basic knowledge, you may not know where to go. Okay, so Don't let them tell you that you should not learn how to code because AI will take your job. Tell them that, oh, it will not take it in the next 6 months. So if you're able to get a job before 6 months, you earn a lot of money before 6 months. When 6 months comes, you can invest that money in farming. Okay, so we got to a stage. So you can read everything doing. We tell it to prototype this, and you can see how it works. So you can see that we told Gemini to use dark theme. That's where we are getting this dark background. If you not put that, most of the time you get a white or a light background, right? Okay, now if you now scroll down, if you've not clicked anything at all, you'll be able to see where I'm offering over now. This right hand panel is asking that I need access to Gemini API key. And I showed us how to get an API key the other time, right? So if your own is not showing this, you can follow that process that I talked about in my slides. Go to Google, type Firebase, type Google AI Studio, and then click the first link, sign in, and then you get. But then the team that built Firebase Studio know that we will need that, and they included this particular button. Say you can click on this button. That's one way. Another way is you can tell this Firebase Studio to auto-generate anyone. I don't advise that. So I will go for generate, Gemini API key. If I click that, it opens up another tab, which will be the same thing as going to Google, typing Firebase, why am I saying Firebase God? Typing Google AI Studio, and then clicking the first link, and then signing in. If you sign in, you have a page like this. Okay, they just announced a lot of things, and I've not used this tool since then. So that's why I'm getting this prompt. Right, it's time to build. Yeah, we are building already. I want to get Gemini API key, so I'll click on this. If your own is not showing that, you can click on generate API key or create API key. So I'll be clicking on this guy. How many of us are here? Okay, nice, nice. I'm interested in the team here. What about the team in the middle? Are you following? I don't trust myself, so I have trust issue. Is it going well? Okay. I wanted to work around. Don't mind me, that's me. Sometimes I will say yes to something that I will think I will do it tomorrow. And they're asking me at the stand up, have you done it? Yes. Because I know AI will help me. And AI can put me into trouble sometimes. Okay, so I'll click on create API key. It's as simple as that. You can see that we are not doing clicking, following instruction, clicking. That's the vibe part of the thing. So I can find, see now I have a list of projects that I have up and running. If you don't have that, you should have a button that will ask you to create a project. And then if you click that, it will take you to the place where you, oh my God, I think I've closed that. A place where you went to, the first slide that you saw, that they ask you to get $5. The $5 that you get, this is where you want to use it. So it will be connected to this. You will see a place to ask you to connect it. So my own now, I'm selecting, let me select, or say I want to type something that is not here. Let's try typing something here. Okay, so definitely I'll be selecting one, and say I select AI feedback, for instance. I can create the API key for that. So if you did not get that, I don't want you to get missing. Let me know what you are seeing from your hand. Yeah, cool. Sorry? Are you seeing API key from your hand? I'm getting a different interface and I don't want to skip that. Okay, yeah, that's what you click. What are you getting? Click the create API key. It's not responding. Then create
click that blue button. Yeah, studio. You can click the new one by clicking that blue button. Anybody else? Yeah, create a PIT for the project for this PIT. And then to link you up to that thing, that $5 that you get at that time. Yeah, you've gotten your own. You can copy it. If you've gotten your own, you copy it. What are you getting? Create an try to refresh. I think it's mental. You should get. So you should be seeing something like that on the screen with their cybersecurity guide and you use my API to do bad thing. God will judge you. Okay, so for those of us that okay, let me check what they're asking. I want to now protect something. Yeah, click that blue button. If you can see blue button, just be clicking blue. Anybody else? Sorry? That's it. Scroll down and down. Scroll down. Okay, open another tab. Find Google AI Studio. Try to log in. Then click that blue. Sorry? It's not requested for the keys. You came with why now? Okay, let me show for those of us that we are getting permission denied or something. Let me see. Yeah, they don't have. Yes. Okay. Majority of them said they've not claimed the credits. One person, two, three. Okay. So for you can now see the reason why you should not be coming late. I have few minutes more before they come and chase me out of this place. I have less than 20 minutes or 20 minutes thereabout. So let's work fast. So if you've gotten here, how many of us have gotten here? Oh, nice. Majority. Okay, so you copy the by just clicking the blue. I think saying click blue is make a lot of sense, right? Copy and then come back to this tab. You come back to this tab. And then you see that prompt, this particular place. Can you see it? Then you put it there. How many of us can see that? How many of us cannot see that? You cannot see this. You scroll down, you cannot see it yet. Oh my God. Okay. So I don't want to stand. But then the way we will solve for those people that cannot see it, the way we will solve it is that you click this button. Can you see this button? You click it, it will take like a couple of seconds to come up. Then you see that code. It's switch to code something. Is it coming up? So when you don't have that page, you find a search icon and you type API key. So you now put your key there. That's what we'll do for you. But for you that can see this, put it and click continue. So what will happen is this will integrate wherever thing that we want it to integrate into the system. And then it's as simple as that. It has added it to our code. And then we can test what we currently have. And we cross our finger whether we get error or we not get error. So you can type, let me go to my slide and copy the one that we had in the beginning. And I want AI to tell me that I think this is the one that come up with some sort of controversy stuff. Okay, so it said that we can put something here. What am I putting though? Enough. So let's say ask AI to analyze this for us. And then it works. It said it's neutral. So people that were arguing in the first place that it's positive, it's negative, I think you cannot argue with AI at this point. The AI said it's neutral, and he said it's 75% based on the confidence he has in this, that this thing is neutral. I'm 75% sure that it is neutral. How many of us is our home working? If it's not working, don't get freaked out. Most of the time too, yeah, I was in I mean, I last on May 10 for a session like this. Throughout the session, my demo did not work, and all the participants their own work. So if your own is not working now, it's not an issue. We'll fix it together. And then, do we have an history? We don't have an history, just that one that we have at the moment. And then we have an AI tool that built a complete app for us. So how many of us is our own working? Working one, oh wow, that's nice. How many of us is your own not working? Yeah, okay. Let me see if I can walk around for the next 2 minutes. Not working. Not working. What's the error? That's network. Try to refer to which network are you connecting to?